Good evening and welcome to Royale TV with Cheese. I'm Awesome Elmo and tonight I'm going to be commentating some high-ranked Clash Royale matches for you, which you can see in Royale TV when you download the Clash Royale app on either iPhone or Android. So it's one more day until the balance changes, which I always get excited for because I managed to convince myself that once the balance changes come in, suddenly I won't be hard done by anymore and I'm going to win all my matches. So I can't wait for that to happen. Not looking forward to in a week's time when reality sets in and I start to realize that I just don't have the skills I thought I did. But there will be massive changes. We're going to see a lot less princes, I expect. We're probably going to see less crossbow, though that's not used so much in high ranked matches. Balloon and Giant getting a buff, but Valkyrie is the one to look out for, getting a 10% buff to both health and damage. So will that be a big enough buff for her to be used in high ranked matches? I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. I certainly look forward to seeing how the meta changes after tomorrow night. Excuse me, I just finished eating dinner. It was delicious pork chops with baked vegetables, so I'm quite content at the moment. Okay, so let's get into the matches. First match up tonight. As always, I'll make the disclaimer, I don't speak these foreign languages, so apologize I can't pronounce these names. I have started today just to look into trying to get started on trying to recognize at least what languages these are in. Once I figure out that, I can probably put a bit of time in beforehand to learn the pronunciation of these names. But in the meantime, I'm just going to stick with my regular rule of naming any player that I can't pronounce red or blue. So the first match tonight we have again from Clan H2O, ranked 42, versus this red player from Clan CR, ranked 104. Again is going with a Hog Rider freeze combo, plus using the lightning. The lightning here, this is used generally with Hog Rider to clear the way. For instance, you'll see on the other side here, the red player is using a lot of defensive towers, 5 in fact, most of that player's deck, which we'll get to in a minute. So if that player puts down a few of these towers, then again can play that lightning to trick the red player in when they feel they're confident, and the Hog Rider can run in and do some damage. Plus with the freeze, it's really going to help against these towers. Red, on the other hand, is playing a mortar deck. Somewhat popular these days, not quite as popular as the Expo deck, but that balance might shift slightly after the balance change, because both the mortar and the Expo will have to be placed right near that bridge to be especially effective. I think in this match, I'm going to make the call that again is going to win. I think with that freeze and that lightning bolt, that's going to help to get the Hog Rider home to do some damage to the tower. It's also going to be, this lightning is a great defense against taking out these defensive towers. So yeah, let's see how the match goes. Arena 8. Red versus blue, the ancient battle. The colours that wars have been fought over. So again, it's got the Hog Rider ready to, and freeze ready to go. Probably rush out now since this elixir collector's gone down. But playing a lightning bolt, trying to counteract the effect of this elixir collector there and get a bit of damage on the tower. Hog Rider taking down that Tesla and getting to work on the tower, so pretty effective Hog Rider there. Not awesome, but certainly no big loss. The mortar's coming out for the red player, so how's blue going to respond? There's a minion horde. Arrows coming out, cancelling the minion horde. Red's got the slide elixir advantage, but back to no elixir collectors, so it's pretty much neck and neck at the moment, with blue being slightly ahead, having done a little damage to this tower. Both players playing defensive. Looks like Red's going to build up some defenses, build up the elixir, try and get a big advantage so that he can go for that mortar attack again. But Blue's rushing in, trying to take out these defenses, and they're all gone. But the princess is coming out, so that's gonna take care of those skeletons. No big deal there. Arrows coming out for the princess. The princess is getting a slight nerf in the balance tomorrow, so that arrows will always counter princess of equal level. Lightning bolt coming out. Not quite enough to take out the mortar, but it is going to mean the mortars only get 2 hits onto this tower. But the Inferno Tower being a good protection there, protecting against, again, making a strong counter attack. What's again going to do? He's got a huge advantage. I don't know if he realizes this. Here goes the minion horde, and a lot of defenses coming down, but the minion horde and the hog rider, that's enough. Unfortunately, taken out by an arrow just as the freeze goes down, so that's a wasted freeze. Now Red has a slight advantage. Mortar coming out. Goblin's going to go in and try and take care of that mortar, but the barbarians jumping in to take their place. Lightning bolt taking out the mortar, so that lightning bolt really saving the day. Minion horde coming in, but these barbarians could take down this tower here for sure, but the skeleton army just saving the day. That Tesla is going to be no match for that skeleton army. Hog rider coming in, the freeze, great freeze there, freezing the Inferno Tower. Lightning bolt coming down, that's going to clear the way for the hog rider to take out this tower. So that's 1 tower to again. Red though coming out with the mortar. Can Red get the tower? Arrows coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Minion horde defending, and that means that again wins the game. 1-0 versus the red player. So well played by both teams. Unfortunately, the lightning just being too strong a counter to that mortar and all those defensive units. Kind of probably why you will see, like if we scroll up a bit, you'll see there's quite a lot of lightning being used at the moment to try and counteract those defensive plays. Next up, we have Dino HERO from this clan, ranked 44, versus the red player, ranked 21. Dino's going again for a Hog Rider freeze combo. The big difference here, of course, is the rocket. The rocket could come in really handy. You saw in that last match that that again had a tower almost dead for a lot of the game. A rocket or two can finish that tower off. It's very expensive though, so you do have to be careful about when you use it. You need to make sure you have a bit of an elixir advantage. On the other side, red player is going with the 2 Prince P.E.K.K.A combo using the elixir. It's a fairly standard deck here. We've got the 2 legendaries, the spear goblins. Red really needs to find a chance to rush the opponent. I think this is not going to be too big a problem for red because Dino's really got more of a offensive lineup. The goblins and the skeletons are going to crumble to dust before the princess and the dark prince. And yeah, it's gonna. I think this P.E.K.K.A is going to be a real problem for Dino. So I'm gonna hazard a guess that I think the red has the advantage in this match, but we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be difficult for Dino to get ahead. That's what's the match. Kings sitting in their towers, lancing over their lands, not even aware that this war is about to break out, even though they're 10 feet from each other. So red's banking some elixir. Dino playing a defensive cannon, so not able to take advantage of that elixir collector going down, but Dino's using the rocket to counter that. Dino doesn't want red to get any kind of advantage. A couple of defensive buildings going down for Dino, so Dino's just biding their time. P.E.K.K.A. coming down from red. Not sure how Dino is going to deal with this P.E.K.K.A. The Tesla, of course, is going to be a small problem, but looks like the Dark Prince is going to go in and take care of that. Hog Rider coming in here, getting a bit of damage, but being taken out by these Spear Goblins. P.E.K.K.A. coming in. Unfortunately, because of his slow attacks, these skeletons are doing quite a good job of defending against him. So, well played by Dino. Red has a slight elixir advantage, and those defenses going down. So, Dino having the damage advantage though, but Red's going for an elixir collector. Hog Rider coming in. Not sure how that's going to be defended against. This could be a tower, and the freeze going down. So that's a tower for Dino. Great play, but this gives Red an opportunity for a strong counter attack. Can he get past these defenses though? Cannon there. The Princess coming in. These two units, legendaries, can damage towers in unique ways, but don't do large amounts of damage. Prince coming in, that will take care of those goblins. This elixir collector going down again without much having been gained from it. So the Prince taking out that Tesla, so that was lucky play there, just in time before the freeze went down. Arrows coming out, taking care of a lot of these units. Prince coming down, so Prince is going to knock down that Tesla. Prince is great against those kind of units, the units that are kind of medium health. Once the Prince gets a charge in, then it's just sort of like game over for those units. If this freeze wears off in time, could be trouble, but Arrow coming out, so Dino just playing stalling tactics at the moment. Cannon stalling again. 10 seconds left. I think this tower's going to go down though, but a freeze just in time with goblins taking down the Prince. I think that's going to be the game. Dino winning 1-0. So super tight games tonight. Both players just struggling to get a single tower. I think this is, for me, this is a really good evidence of very well matched players. It's fun. It can be fun to get like to just mow down your opponent and take their king tower and get 3-0, but really from a strategic perspective, I much prefer to see a drawn out game where both players are doing great plays and slowly getting that tower down. So next up we have YC from Clan HK Sports, ranked 97, versus Miss from this clan, ranked 46. Miss going for the what would otherwise be the 2 Prince P.E.K.K.A. deck, but not using the Prince, switching that out for the Dragon. So that's an interesting change. I actually think Dragon. I'm surprised we don't see Dragon played a lot more. I think Dragon is a very solid unit. It's not OP, but I think it's probably the most perfectly balanced unit in the game. It has perfect uses. It's tanky. It's flying. It can take on almost anything. It takes on some things really well. On the other side, YC is going for a 2 Prince and Freeze deck. A couple of defensive units like the Tesla and the Arrows. It's hard to say who has the advantage here. That Fireball could be a real problem for YC if YC clumps up the units, which it looks pretty much like they will have to, because that's pretty much the only way you can play these 2 Prince, especially like with the Musketeer and the Goblins. So if Miss can like take advantage of that, I think Miss has the advantage here. Especially, she can use the P.E.K.K.A. defensively So let's watch the match and see what happens. Alright. So I say Miss will probably bank some elixir here. YC, not sure what to play. Biding the time. Elixir going down. Fairly safe position. Musketeer coming out from YC. Surprised to not see an early rush. But here comes the Dark Prince. Is the Prince going to come out as well? I'd say the Prince will come out here. So barreling down. But the Fireball coming out, that's going to be a real problem for this player. Freeze going down, but it's really just not enough. I don't think that was a really wise use of freeze there. YC wasn't really in a position to take advantage of it, only had the Prince. That being said, sometimes these things can happen because of lag, so certainly don't mean that as any judgment. YC banking some elixir as well. So there's going to be a lot of units coming down. This could end up being a difficult match to call. Princess here is going to get to work on this tower. Slowly chip away at it. And these, of course, these spear goblins, not to be underestimated. They can do quite a lot of damage quite quickly. So that tower going almost dead. And the fireball. Well, that's a tower to miss. Although the fireball being used, which gives YC an opportunity to rush. Whether YC can take advantage of that at this moment, though, with all this elixir, Miss is gonna has a really big advantage. Musketeer coming out, thinking about the Prince. This P.E.K.K.A coming down here. Not sure. There's a double Prince combo, but the Dark Prince coming out. Princess over here is going to take care of those goblins. But the snowball almost getting through. Not quite though. And the Musketeer is going to get shot at by the Princess. Fireball coming in. So P.E.K.K.A heading for this tower, but not going to make it in time. Dark Prince coming down. Dark Prince should be taken out by the Prince. And now, there could be a strong counterplay coming up here. Miss may have extended too far. Those spear goblins aren't going to last long, but luckily that snowball being taken care of. Princess coming out. Musketeer is going to take down this Princess. Oh, the arrow's there. So now, is there going to be a Prince come out? Oh, counterplay down this side. So YC is going for the second tower and maybe getting it. Although spear goblins coming down, but fireball or just barely saving that tower, and that's the game. That's Miss defeating YC 1-0. Another close game. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's keeping track, but I believe that that makes it 3 for 3 for me this evening in my predictions. Hopefully I can keep this up. Yeah, some great games, really close. Let's see, we'll watch another one. Next up we have the blue player. I actually did research this name because I see it so often. Now I'm not sure if this is a pronunciation or if this is just the name of the characters, but I believe the pronunciation is Dota. So please forgive me if I haven't got that right. Ranked 22. Diabolitio. I'm never sure how to pronounce this, but I might just call this person Diablo from now on. Diablo 3. Maybe not. That's a bit of an insult. Diablo 3 is such a terrible game. I'll just call you Diabolito. And again, apologies if that's pronounced incorrectly. So, Diabolito is ranked 30 from Clan Cosmic Gate. Diabolito is going with a beatdown deck. Bit of a outlier, this one. I haven't seen this. I don't believe I've seen this combination before. Using P.E.K.K.A and Mini P.E.K.K.A, father and son, together at last. It's good to see those family bonds developing. They might even go on a balloon ride. It's going to be a beautiful day in the sun for Diabolito today. Dota is playing a Expo deck. So maybe the last chance for this strategy to work well. Obviously, using the cannon and the Tesla, they'll get dropped down in front of this Expo, so that diabolitio can't charge the Expo, and hopefully that Expo can take down the tower, because these decks are pretty much one trick pony. They don't tend to have other ways to damage the tower. Now, I feel like Diabolito has the advantage here, just on my experience playing against Expo. Having the balloon and a mini P.E.K.K.A. and a P.E.K.K.A. gives 3 different options for how to deal with the Expo. Also, you'll notice that Dota only has a couple of anti-air units, which means dropping in, say, the minion horde followed by the balloon is going to wreck everything. So I'm going to give Diabolito the prediction for this match. Let's watch the match, see what happens. Will the father-son story end with a happy ending? And will they travel off to a beautiful place far, far away from any towers and constant battling? So a princess going down for Diabolito, the Ice Wizard coming out for Dota, the Tesla coming down. We have an Ice Wizard again over here for Diabolito, and a mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. probably going to get wrecked by that Tesla, but the minion horde coming in, although the minion horde being cancelled by an arrows. Dota has the elixir advantage, but decides to invest that into a elixir collector. Balloon coming in, maybe a little bit aggressive of an attack. It is going to take out that defense, but I think that balloon's going to get taken down before it gets anywhere near this tower. Goblins coming in, they're going to take out that Ice Wizard, and that's going to leave this princess a chance to get to work on this tower. Playing the Tesla here, lately I've been seeing this a lot. The Tesla gets played really aggressively right up against the river, because that's a great place to attack those princesses. The princesses have to run right up to the river before they can attack the tower. And now the Expo coming down. So are we going to see some success here? Yeah, Diabolito dropping down the P.E.K.K.A., but the 5-second delay means it's going to be a while before it gets to that crossbow. It also has to deal with all these defenses, so I don't think this attack is going to work. I think the Expo is going to do its job, but in comes the balloon. Is it going to be fast enough? Bit of lag, just in time, just saving this tower, but great play by Dota. Goblins coming in. Princess is going to take out some of these defenses. Another Expo going down, but on the other side, so mini P.E.K.K.A. coming in. Ice Wizard, but mini P.E.K.K.A. has to take out this cannon first, so that gives that Expo a chance to get to work on this tower. But a counterplay coming in from Diabolito, a balloon coming in, balloon getting distracted by this Tesla. Not much happening now. Who's gonna okay, well then it's go time, because if this crossbow doesn't get dealt with, that's definitely going to be a tower for Dota. But P.E.K.K.A. coming in, and now we could see something interesting here. But the balloon getting distracted by the Tesla. The Tesla's going to one-shot the Tesla, but it's going to get taken down. Neither player's quite seeming to be able to make it through, but an arrow going out there, taking this tower down to potentially one-shot distance. Mini P.E.K.K.A. running in. So much going on though. This tower though getting taken down to almost dead, so this could really be anyone's game at the moment. The minion horde coming in, arrows going out. Okay, we're 1 arrows away from that tower going down. The balloon is coming in, but I believe there's far too many defenses there for that balloon to get through them all. It will, however, take down the Tesla. Mini P.E.K.K.A. coming in. Is it going to get to the tower? Princess can get to work on this tower, but the arrow... Oh, wow. That was a missed arrows there. That could have been the game, but misclick. Means that that tower doesn't go down. And now, that's the game for Diabolito. Diabolitio defeating Dota 1-0. Well, I thought that the game was going to go the other way there for quite a long time, especially with those brilliant Expo plays. But Diabolito managing to get it together in the end and secure me another prediction. That's I believe that's 4-0. 4 for 4. Let's see if we can keep this prediction train chugging along. Next up, we have Dave from Clan HK Sports, ranked 88, versus the red player from Clan Roman numeral 7, ranked 48. Dave is going with a Hog Rider freeze deck, similar to one we saw earlier, using the lightning bolt. Actually, that may have even been Dave. Let me, I don't 100% remember. No, that was actually, that was again down here. So Dave's going for a similar strategy, also using quite a lot of defense. So I guess that Dave is just going to try and bide their time with their defenses till he can spot the perfect time to do the Hog Rider Lightning Freeze combo. Oh, having some connectivity issues there, but that's okay. Back in action. The red player using a 2 Prince P.E.K.K.A combo with freeze, also using a poison here. Poison is a good way to clear the way, to kind of basically clear away these skeletons, these goblins, etc. as this team comes hurling down towards the tower. Honestly, I feel that poison is a little bit weak at the moment. As you can see, it does 70 damage per second, which if we look at these skeletons, for example, it means it's going to be 2 seconds to take out the skeletons, 4 seconds to take out the goblins, which just may not really be quick enough. The goblins could take down a prince in 4 seconds. So yeah, I'm not really convinced about the poison at the moment. Yeah, I might get a buff in future update. So who's going to win this match? I think we're going to see Dave win again. I'm pretty convinced of this Hog Rider freeze lightning combo. It's like an icy cold storm of death coming down upon your tower, and also that dragon, in my opinion, one of the most solid units in the game. So let's watch the match and see what happens. You're watching Royale TV with Cheese, and I'm Awesome Elmo. All right. Thumbs up. We haven't seen a lot of chatter in these high-ranked games lately. Players must be starting to get stressed, maybe. Red's banking some elixir. Blue is putting down a defense. Didn't really have an opportunity to rush there, so probably the best thing he could do. Playing a lightning there, trying to counteract that elixir. Trying to just get ahead so that Red doesn't get up in an elixir advantage. There goes that aggressive Tesla cannon. Unfortunately, the princess though, not quite close enough, but there we go. There she's down. Poison's okay against buildings, but yeah. I'm not sure though that poison actually works against a submerged Tesla. And there goes the freeze and a counter freeze. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Cannon going down to take care of this Dark Prince. The Hog Rider is still going to get quite a lot of damage onto that tower. But yeah, then now the counter attack coming down. Hog Rider playing a defensive Hog Rider. But it's actually worked out pretty damn well, because it did distract the Prince for just a second, and then it went and hacked into the tower. So brilliant play by Dave. Probably one of the best counter Hog Rider moves I've ever seen. Probably the only counter Hog Rider move I've ever seen, actually. Maybe. Dragon's going to come in and finish off this tower. So that's 1-0 to Dave. Prince coming in though. but the skeleton's causing a distraction, and the dragon getting to work on that prince. That prince is going to go down. This dragon's a hero dragon. He's already killed a tower, killed a prince, going for the king. Doesn't even care. He's like, I'm going to die a hero. P.E.K.K.A coming down from red. Dave, though, still with a massive elixir advantage, so the elixir collector is just not really paying off for red. A Hog Rider going down. Are we going to see a freeze in here? No, he's thinking about saving the freeze for the defense here, I believe. Will the dragon take down? Oh, this could be bad. There's a lot going on here. There's some poison. Dave not really having much to defend against this attack, and there's just so much going on there. Wow, this could be a king tower, but Dave's doing counter push. Red coming for the king tower. It's a base race, and freeze coming down from both players. Dave having the slight advantage, and red winning by a breath of hair. Thanks to that P.E.K.K.A, the massive whack of damage from the P.E.K.K.A. I'm not sure how much damage P.E.K.K.A does. I think it's about 800 per hit, so that was pretty much the difference that won the game for red in that game. Breaking my prediction streak. But if you're going to break my streak, at least red did it in such an impressive way. So yeah, there we go. 792 damage from a level 7 P.E.K.K.A. And slightly more from level 8 P.E.K.K.A, obviously. Well, I seem to be having a bit of a network issue at the moment, so I'm gonna make this half time. You're watching Royale TV with Cheese with Awesome Elmo. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click like, click subscribe. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. Would you like to see me talk less? Would you prefer to just open up the app and watch the games devoid of my voice, or would you like to hear more of me? Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in part B of this episode in just a few minutes.